Whew, all right. Whoa. Look at this guy standing right next to me. All right. Hello. Who's this? Rambo. I see you, Rambo. '08. Watch that be the year they graduated. Why do people do that with their gamer tags? Oh, you trying to play rock, paper, scissors. All right, all right. You have to do formalities first, man. You always have to say what's up first. Always. No, he's just going straight to it. All right. Fine, fine, fine. Shout out to the DMC clan. Oh, got me with the first round, though. So, DMC clan Rambo '08 just got me with that first round with paper. Here we go. Oh, dude, he got me in two. Wow. Wow. Hey, GG's, man. GG's. You got straight to it. Nah, you won. Best out of three, man. All right, congrats. Here we go. And remember, whenever you see me in these safe areas, whether it be safe houses or the base of ops or the haven, what have you, come say hi, and then we can play some rock, paper, scissors. Best out of three, okay? Just remember that. Best out of three. Now, in today's build video, I finally found the backpack I needed. I have been farming for this one for a while, and well, I mean, it's not the exact one that I've been farming for, but it was close enough that warranted an entire build video. Because this alone will show and prove my point, and it's working so well. I love it so much. And this was so worth the grind. It did take me a while. I know other people's RNG is, much better than mine, but hey, never say never, because here we are. And without further ado, I'm going to bring to you a new Umbra meta build. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you a Iron Lung Umbra build that you need to try out right now in both PvP or PvE. It doesn't matter. Both of them, you will know this thing will wreck. You will be the top of the leaderboard. You'll be the top of the damage board. You'll be the top of the whatever it is you want to be the top of. Using this build, all you have to do is sit and cover for a few seconds, get your stacks up, and you are good to go. And I finally tweaked this build to get the best and the most out of it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. Now, we're going to start off with the build breakdown, and then I'll come back with all the gameplay, okay? And after the build breakdown, I'll show you exactly why I needed this backpack, and specifically. I'll show you the numbers and everything. With the timestamps, I'll come back and add the timestamps later after the live premiere and all that. But typically, it's just build breakdown, and then I do all the gameplay at the end. That way, you get all the facts, all the numbers, and everything up front, and then you can see me put it to work at the end. All right. So without any more drag on, let's go ahead and get down with the build breakdown. Now, this is very specific. You will need to get it in this exact order to get these numbers. This is not one of those, hey, use whatever you want here and there. It's not one of those. You need to have this specialization. You need to have this weapon. You need to have this build with this exact setup to get these numbers. It's very, very specific, and I'll explain exactly why throughout the entire build breakdown. But long story short, it hits harder because I am spec'd really high into explosives damage with status effects, where my other, variants or whatever would just be like the Anarchist Cookbook with just more status effects. It actually is more beneficial to just go explosive damage and then status effects on the tail end. That way you get the base of it higher, and then the status effects will just, accent that. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, my older Iron Lung build looked like this, all right? This was probably from about a month or two ago. I don't remember when I do build videos, to be honest, but I'm sure it was probably within the last month or two. And the reason why I had this set up is because it was all status effects, right? and Perfectly Wicked, all of that. I even had Technician on there to, get my skills to, a little bit more beefier. And it was all, fun and games, not bad. However, if I put this build on and look at the concussion, you can see it's at a 1.4 million damage. Now, this is very important because this is what bases your Vial Mask damage off of. So it goes off of your concussion grenade damage, and then it's increased by status effects. So right there, I'm already at a disadvantage because it's at 1.4 million. Now, yes, I am highly spec'd into status effects on everything with this build, and it is really good and it hits really freaking hard. However, if you go explosives damage, that 1.4 million turns into 1.8 million. All right. Now, we still have status effects rolled on everything. So all we did was we changed the brand set bonus. We went from Golden Gear to China Light. Now, what that did is that, it cost us 10% status effects, which it does hurt the bleed and the burn and all that, a little bit. Yeah, I'll give you that. However, we replaced that with explosives damage, and we still have Wicked on here instead of Perfectly Wicked, which does the exact same amount of damage. The only difference is with Perfectly Wicked, you get a longer duration. So instead of 20 seconds, it would be 27, which is fine. It's neither here nor there, but it doesn't give you anything extra for the weapon damage, right? So running something like China Light is doable. It's plausible. And not only that, but after testing, it actually hits harder. The only thing that does not hit harder is the burn, right, from the weapon, because you are a little bit lower on the status effects. But it doesn't matter because your vial hits harder. And what I've been noticing in PvP is everyone and their mom likes to run a booster hive. And what that booster hive does is it takes away that burn pretty much immediately. So what would be beneficial to you is to run it this way. That way, if, say, they do have high hazard or what have you, as long as you get that status effect, that vial will kick in. And that's what you want to hit harder regardless. So yes, the status effects on the build would help the burn, but more importantly, it's helping the vial mask. And yes, the explosives damage could help out the secret mine, but it's really helping out the concussion grenade, which in turn helps out our vial mask. So all of it is more towards the vial mask proc and less towards the actual status effect of the build, if you see what I'm saying. So we're not really worried about people being on burn or bleed or what have you forever. We just want them to have it inflicted on them just for a second to get this vial to kick in. Because once that vial kicks in, that's when it's game over. And not only that, but as soon as that vial kicks in, we will also have Wicked kicking in as well, because both of those will only proc if you apply a status effect. So this is a full-on status effects build, yes, but we are using it in a way to just benefit the vial. All right. Now, doing numbers and all of that, and I'll show you all of that after the build breakdown, but doing numbers with this versus that Golden Gear version, the burn will hit harder, but the vial will hit less. So with my philosophy on PvP is that if they have high hazard or high burn resistance or a booster hive or what have you, they can get rid of that burn pretty easy. So all those status effects for the burn, it kind of goes out the window. However, they can't get rid of the vial proc, and that's what I'm aiming towards. All right, so enough about that. Let's talk about the build. Starting at the top, we are using the Demolitionist specialization. The reason being is this specialization gives you explosives damage. So if you go to your stats with this build, you should be sitting at, let's see if it'll pop up on the, there it is, on the offensive tab. So we are sitting at 25% explosives damage. So what we changed from this build from the previous is all we did was we removed the specialization, and the extra status effects. So instead of 10% status effects in a skill tier, now we have 25% explosives damage. And yeah, that's why that is mandatory. So you have to use the specialization, just so you know. And make sure you're spec'd into the LMG. That way you get all of your damage. Now, we are only using the LMG. So this is the part that you can tailor make to your liking. You can use whatever secondary and sidearm you want. It doesn't matter. For this build breakdown, I am only using the Iron Lung. Now, as far as my secondary, I do have the Slayer. And for my sidearm, I have the backup boomstick. These have been my placeholders for years. But the star of the show, here it is, the Iron Lung. Now, this thing is pretty much my favorite LMG ever since it came out. And the reason being is just by shooting the weapon, you get burn bullets. And it's amazing. It's really, really fun. This was basically their way of countering the St. Elmo's engine with the shock bullets in that AR. And this is a great, great counter to it. Because not only can you face tank, but it promotes face tanking because of the talent that gives you the burn bullets. Now, before we get to the talent, just looking at these numbers, you can get them a little bit higher. I'm only at expertise 23, so you can get this 3% higher, so probably around 99, maybe right at 100k total damage at fully max. I'm at 96.3k. Now that's with LMG, damage targets at a cover, and damage to armor for the attributes, and the talent. All right, so it's called Ardent. So shooting heats up your weapon. It'll fill up a heat meter. This meter is equal to half of your magazine size. So you have to shoot out half of your magazine. That's just the way it is. I know a lot of people like to do burst shots. A lot of people like to, wait and time their shots. But with this one, in order to get the burn bullets, you have to shoot out half of your magazine right off the rip. So you need to be face tanking. So that kind of pushes you into the tank build category, because in order to be in a position to face tank as much as you need to with this weapon, you need to have survivability to back it up. So not only do we have survivability, but the Umbra gear set just really makes this weapon shine because of the increase to RPM and the increase to crit hit damage. Now, as far as the burn bullets, every time you reload, every time you start shooting or stop shooting, every time you're out of combat, any of those things, all your burn bullets will be gone. So you do have to just shoot out your magazine, get the burn bullets, kill your enemy, reload, and do it all over again. This is a straight up face tank weapon. Now, as far as the build, like I said, you got to make it a tank build. So everything is rolled blue core attributes. You cannot roll a blue on the vial mask, so you have to keep that yellow, but everything else, blue. And that will give you 1.8 million armor with a little bit of expertise. Now, you could probably get that up to 1.9 million or even higher than that if you max out your expertise, but I just don't have the exotic components for that. As far as the build itself, let's talk about the Umbra, and then we'll talk about the rest of it. So the Umbra gear set bonuses for this build, everything pretty much just really helps out the LMG. So first you get crit chance. The LMG needs that. Next you get the reload speed. Again, you're using an LMG. You need the reload speed. And then you get the 4-piece. Now the reason why I have the chest piece on is because it gives you this talent from the shadows. This is probably the most important thing about Umbra, is this chest piece. The reason being is it gives you the 100 stacks. This gives you 100% crit hit damage, and this gives you 30% RPM. This is amazing. You want to have the chest piece. In my opinion, if you're going to use Umbra, this is mandatory. You need to have the chest piece, because that's where you get all of that damage and RPM from. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you look at the 4-piece talent, it's called From the Shadows and Into the Light. Now, From the Shadows is increased from the chest piece, and Into the Light is increased from the backpack. We're not running the backpack. We are only running the chest piece. Now, with that being said, from the shadows, while you're in cover, you gain 20 stacks per second, up to 100. Each stack will give you 1% crit hit damage and increase your RPM by 0.3%. Now, this buff will not apply if you're shooting from cover. So the way this works is you get into cover, you get your stacks, you get out of cover, and you get to use your stacks. If you are still in cover, you are not able to use your stacks. That's simple. Now, as far as the into the light part, while you're out of cover, you're going to lose those stacks that you gained while in cover. However, you are now going to gain different stacks. Now, these are armor regeneration stacks. Now, this can be consumed whenever you get back into cover. So what this gear set does and what makes it so damn strong is when you're in cover, you gain RPM and crit hit damage, and when you're out of cover, you gain armor regen, so that when you're back into cover, you're healing yourself without ever using a med kit. It's amazing. This gear set is one of the best gear sets in the game, and that's why I keep covering it, because it is so strong. Why would you not use it? Now, as far as the attributes, everything is armor. So we have armor for the core, status effects, and headshot. I do have headshot on this build, and I will be aiming for the head in this build, and that's because of the backpack. I'll explain that in just a second. The other piece of Umbra, the gloves, armor, status effects. Knee pads again, armor, status effects. And you guessed it, holster, armor with status effects. Now going to this backpack. So this backpack came with headshot. So rightfully so, I went ahead and I spec'd this build into headshot. So I have status effects and headshot damage for the backpack. Now I have a headshot mod, and I rolled armor for the core attribute. Now with this being China Light, you do get the 15% explosives damage, and we get Wicked. So Wicked, applying of status effects, will increase your total weapon damage by 18% for 20 seconds. And yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I love this setup. It hits hard, and the only thing I would change at all is I really wish I had this backpack with crit chance, and I just cannot find it. This backpack was hard enough to find the way it is, but in a perfect world, I would just go crit chance everything. But because I am on headshot, it is awesome. Getting the headshots is just next level for me. I think it's a lot of fun. However, like I said, crit chance would be the way to go. Just like I have this anarchist cookbook, and that's the way. I like it. Now the vial mask is the star of the show, really. Let's be real. Even though the backpack's amazing, the gear set is top notch, the weapon is pretty much a meta, this mask is what makes it shine. And the reason being is the talent toxic delivery. So status effects will apply a damage over time debuff. And that is everything for this build, because you are making the enemy hurt with an LMG, you're making them burn with your LMG, and you're making them hurt with your vial mask, all at the same time. You're getting a buff to your RPM and crit hit damage from the gear set. You're getting a buff to your weapon damage from the backpack, and it's nonstop. Anyways. As far as the mask, it does come with the skill tier, status effects, and hazard, and then I do have a headshot damage mod. Now the status effects are rolled on every item, so you do have 60% status effects there. And then we have the headshot on all 3 mod slots and the backpack. So that's another 40% headshot damage there. As far as the skills, you can use whatever skills you want. Doesn't matter. For me, for PvP, I'll use the Jammer. I'll use the Explosive Seeker and just mess around. For PvE, I'll probably switch the Seeker to a Striker Drone and just call it a day. Now, finishing up with the stats, this is for the Iron Lung. We're at 96.3k for the weapon damage, 32k for PvP. 25 crit chance, but that's because we have 145% headshot damage. Now, with all crit chance, this would probably be around 50% crit chance. And then this would be Probably around 100% headshot. But we did go for the headshot because of my backpack. Now, don't forget about the armor damage and damage to targets at a cover. As far as the offensive tab, we're at 33% all weapons damage bonus and 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time we're using the Iron Lung, we're starting out at 63% damage bonus total. And we do have 25% explosives damage. For the gear talents, we do have Wicked on the backpack from the shadows from that chest piece. That increases us to 100 stacks, and Toxic Delivery, giving us that damage over time debuff. We are rounded up to 1.8 million armor, but again, if you expertise upgrade all of your items, you could get way higher in your armor. I just don't have the exotic components for that. For the health, I'm sitting at 363k health, and that's because I am over shade level 2000. So anyone over shade level 2000, this will be your minimum health. And then, of course, 10% of the hazard goes to the Vile Mask, but I do have 10% on the explosive resistance, and the other 10% of hazard is due to my watch level. There we go, a little tongue twister there at the end. But that's due to my watch level, and, well, this is my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am sitting at watch level 9632. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. So if you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results. In fact, you could get even higher because nothing on this build is max expertise. So you could get higher damage and higher armor just by doing that. But as far as these boxes, you just have to be shade level 1000. You can copy and paste my build and get roughly the exact same numbers. Pretty close. Yeah, it's not bad at all. And in fact, let me know what you think in the comment section below whenever you do put this build together. Now, if you are below shade level 1000, of course, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. Therefore, some of your numbers will be lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. And I'll show you that in the gameplay. All right, that's the build breakdown. Let's get out of here. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. Oh, yeah. And roll that gameplay footage. All right. So before I get into the gameplay, I wanted to show you the numbers just so that you can see with your eyes that it's just a little bit, you're just changing some damage numbers around. I mean, to be honest, that's all you're doing. So here's the original one, right? And I'll just do... I'm just going to put them on fire. We'll just do Invulnerable Elite just because. Get your stacks up, and then just remember, this is the one with all the status effects, right? So this is the one I was using before I found this backpack. Alright. So you can see 66 and 56. Alright? So 66 and 56. Those are those numbers. That 66 number, that's the vial. The 56 was the burn. Okay? So pretty simple. And then if I just switch over to the explosives damage, watch this. So 56 and 66. Now... So instead of 56, now it's 53, but the other one is now 78. All right, so that 66 turned into a 78. All right, that's 12k more per second. Nice. That's over 120k more overall. So that's where we switched the damage. We lowered the burn by 3k, but then we increased the vial by 12k. All right, let's jump on to the gameplay. All right, and for PvE, what I like to do is I'll just switch my Seeker Mine over to a drone. And then what I do is I'll just match make randomly for Heroic. And then whatever people are doing, there we go. I'll help them out. And this will be your PvE portion of the gameplay. But again, if you haven't yet, please hit the thumbs up. Support the channel. It means a lot. Oh.
Fuel stockpile detected.
It looks like we are playing, what is this, Pathway Park? Pathway Park on Heroic with 3 directives. Alright, let's go.
But let's see what we're dealing with.
Sounds good to me.
Another agent is now in your group. An agent has left your group.
Just said rogue encounter complete. I wonder what just happened there.
Okay, agent. Isaac's picking up a
Yo, this
crane,
guy's a
oil,
shade level 24,000.
beyond my comprehension. But if you can access the controls and drop the fuel supplies over that drill head, I should do the trick. Another agent has joined your group.
There we go. Nope, now we have to wait for him to fast travel to us. Run! Yeah, we have to wait for him to hit this laptop. There we go. Computer, whatever.
You're gonna need to deal with those cleaners while the fuel's on the move.
Parkour! 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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, I had a guy hitting me in the back that whole time. There we go. There you go. Oh man, we've got a guy down. We've got a guy down. Stand by. Nope, nope, he's up. He's up. Oh, snap.
Are we done here? Almost. Agent,
The heavies are burn resistant. Literally the only enemy that I can't burn.
An agent needs assistance.
Okay. On our way.
Good job taking out that drill.
Nice.
The last thing we need is a bunch of cleaners salvaging this stuff when you're done.
We've
Booyah.
already lost too many people. If they breached Haven, there would have been nothing left to save.
Now get back to Kajika. Isaac's detecting movement in the tunnels up ahead.
Taking out that drill was a start. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be looking over my shoulder every time I take a leak. If Kajika gets away, he's gonna come for us.
No pressure, Agent.
No pressure, agent. Ooh, piece of candy. Come on, run!
Agent down.
We're on fire! and then everything else melts like butter.
Guess the cleaners have more control
It's just
over
those
this city than we
heavies, the
thought.
flamethrowers.
Had, Kelso. With that drill out of action, we made a serious dent in our operation.
I hope you're right.
The only thing we need to worry about right now is finding Kajika.
Hitting for like 130k with the vial. Heal up. And run. Yeah, I'll go up top. Right. Oh, nice. Nice. Dun dun dun. I feel like with Warlords of New York, they should have paid Megadeth to get the song "Symphony of Destruction." I think that would have been a really cool song to have for Warlords of New York. Of destruction. Ba-dum-bum, boo-doo-doo-ba. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Take that bastard
At least I can get Kajika on freaking fire, right?
Incoming hostile communication.
My fight was never with the resistance. You could have joined us, but instead you chose to serve the traitors who left us for dead.
Kajika's trying to get a reaction. Don't give him the satisfaction.
Yeah, there's a guy over here far right. There's two. Nice. Did that just say I was in an unplayable area? That was weird. I'm a big Metallica fan, but for some reason I have Symphony of Destruction stuck in my head today. I don't know why. But I like it. Easy enough. Oh, this is going to take forever. We're sitting here waiting for this. There we go. Ah, come on. Nice. Good job. We did it. We did it. Agent.
Speed detected. Visuals compromised.
And I've got it.
Get away from that steam and finish him off.
Water valve detected.
Agent, try to lower the water.
Run! Oh, and I have a lot of, whatchamacallit, demolitionists. Nice. Oh, nice. They're all above us. Oh, behind me. Oops. Ooh, behind me again.
Visuals compromised.
There we go.
He's trying to trap you. Get away from that steam and finish him off.
Got it.
Lure him down there. Beat him at his own game.
Dude, they're way up there. They both died of the steam. There we go. Oh no, I ran out of ammo. Let's see what I can do here.
You've got him where you need him, Agent. Time to end that bastard. Rose, are you getting a
Oh
signal?
man, I was about to hit him with the demo.
thing.
Nice.
Shit. He must have
GG's.
been holed up in here for a while. Find where he was hiding and search for clues.
Ran out of ammo there. I joined really late too.
Rogue
I
agent.
wonder what the numbers are going to look like. Let's see. Ooh, piece of candy. Well, either way, GG's to the people I joined. That was on Heroic with 3 directives.
Kajika's targets. He really
he
knew
did
how
get
to
the
cover
key,
his
nice.
tracks.
One left.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I guess this is why he was using the cleaners to take down Haven and end his vendetta.
You made a big difference here today, Agent. Well done.
Well done, Agent. Well done. Let's see the numbers and then we'll jump on to the next. There we go. 365 million damage dealt, 48 killed. Not bad, not bad. We joined in right at the end, so not bad at all. GG's. All right, let's go.
You have left the group.
Oh, nice. All right, it threw us in a lobby. So we are going to be playing Fort McNair Skirmish. Now, shout out to my team and shout out to the other team. GG's ahead of time. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. Now, here we go. Again, Skirmish is 4v4 PvP. First team to 20 kills wins. And wish me luck. Hopefully they're not all running Hazard, but again, doesn't really matter. So as long as I can get one of them on a freaking status, I'll get my Wicked procced. Ooh, we have a sniper on our build, on our team. Nice. Good old sniper build. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to get a new freaking controller, man. There we go. If I bend the wire one way or another, it like unplugs. Same with the headset. It sucks. I need a new controller. Let me know what controller status you're in. I mean, I've had this one for about 2 years. I mean, it's been expired, if you know what I mean. But I enjoy the
Defeat the enemy before your reinforcements
little
are
analog
spent.
stick drag. Come on. And again, shout out to my team. Shout out to the other team. Let me get my stacks up. Alright, I'm good. Yeah, we're moving. They went street. They went street. I can already tell. Oh, nice. Yo.
Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
The snipers, man. Gotta love it. It's such a love-hate relationship. Gotta love it. I see you. Ooh, that's a big daddy hive. Big daddy hive. Oh, another hive.
Agent down.
Dang. Oh, I got that guy with my vial mask. Did you see that? I just got a kill with my vial mask. Oh, this one's a tier 2. Okay. I see him.
System
Oh,
curtailed.
he got me with the vial too. Another tier 6.
System restored.
Nice, push. There we go. There we go. Why is my teammate shooting me? No, push. You're good.
Hostile defender drone.
Not gonna be able to push through that one. There you go.
An agent needs assistance.
Alright, about to be healed up. There we go. Push.
About to activate.
Heal up. And this is what I mean with Umbra.
Boost now active.
I don't have to use any of my med kits. Alright, he's getting the boost. Nice. Good.
Allies are acquiring the boost.
And we're going.
The boost has been taken by allies.
We have damage. We have damage. Oh, I see him. Street side. I see him.
Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
Nice.
Hostile Hive detected.
Got him with the Seeker. Where are they at? Are they in their original spawn? Seems like everyone's running around with their head cut off. We're up by 5. I don't see them. Seeker mine, I choose you. Yep, alright, found him. Fair enough. And here we go.
Hostile defender drone detected.
Nice.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, there's another one in the far, far
Agent
corner. I didn't see that one. Way over there in the corner.
Agent down.
Oh man, this guy's about to come
I'm
out.
sending
Yep.
you a specialization
Oh,
supply
this
drop.
sucks. Oh, spawns flipped. Oh, spawns flipped. Oh, go, go, go.
The enemy can't keep
Yeah.
up. They're about to get through.
There we go. Yeah. GG's. Look at that. Perfect.
A friendly is claiming the supply drop.
GG's. GG's.
The
And now we run
specialization supply
across.
drop was just
We didn't
picked
know
up
where
by
they
a
were
friend.
spawning from. Come to find out, they never changed spawns.
Hostile Stinger Hive detected.
Alright, we have 1 minute to get 3 kills. Where they at? Yeah, I don't like that. Going left. Yeah.
An agent needs assistance.
Oh, and the sniper? Dude. Alright, coming. Coming. I got you. Patch yourself up, soldier. You're still in the fight.
System malfunctioning.
Oh, man. They waited out the mercy.
Hostile
Nice.
hive detected.
GG's.
System reactivated.
Victory.
Very
They won't be
nice.
coming back now.
Alright, mercy rule. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was pretty cool that I got a kill with the vial mask, though. I'm sure it was just to help someone else out, but hey, MVP, let's go. Let's go. Not too shabby. 1.5 million XP. 6-0 and 5. I had my hand in 11 kills, and that was a mercy rule. 12.9 million damage dealt. Holy guacamole, Batman. Let's go.